Within the hidden depths of the old forest, there is a being both beautiful and strange. A lady whose home lies far from here, in the wilds of Eriador. Yes, I speak of Goldberry, the river daughter, whose laughter rings through the meadows and whose golden hair flows like the sunlight upon the waters. It does not surprise me if you have not heard of her, for Goldberry does not walk among the grand tales of battles and kings, and her name is scarcely whispered outside of her own land. Yet her presence lingers, even here, where stories as old as the stars are told. She is tied to the ancient world, to the forests and the streams, in ways we elves well understand, though the hearts of mortals may find her mystery perplexing. To my knowledge, she lives with her husband Tom Bombadil in the old forest near the Withywindle, in a house nestled amidst the wildlands where few wander, and even fewer return. Tom Bombadil. That name perhaps you know, or have heard in passing at least. He is the eldest, it is said, the master of the wood, water and hill, though his mastery is one of harmony and not of dominion. But it is not of Tom that I will speak now, though his tale, too, is long and strange. No, tonight, here in the halls of Imladris, we shall speak of Goldberry, she whom he calls his river woman's daughter. Goldberry's origins are a mystery to all but those who walk the deep places of this world, and even we, the firstborn, know little of her beginnings. The hobbits of the Shire, who had once passed through her realm on their fateful journey, described her as a vision of natural beauty, clothed in a garment of green and silver, with hair like a river of golden reeds. She is, as they saw and later recorded in the Red Book, the very embodiment of the river, gentle, flowing, and ever-changing. Her voice, they said, was like water bubbling over the stones, a melody both soothing and full of hidden depths. Her laughter, soft yet bright, filled their hearts with joy and wonder. But let us now speak more deeply of her nature. Who or what is Goldberry? Some have guessed her to be a Maya, one of those lesser spirits sent to inhabit Arda at the world's beginning, like Gandalf or Saruman, though far removed from their mighty purposes. Others think her akin to the natural spirits that dwell in Middle-earth, beings neither mortal nor fully divine, but bound to the earth and its creatures. A few claim that she is nothing more than an enchanted mortal woman, though I do not believe this myself. In truth, Goldberry defies such simple categorizations. She is the river daughter, a child of nature itself, tied to the waters and the wilds, as old as the hills and as young as the spring. Unlike the great figures of our history, she seeks no power, nor does she bend the world to her will. Her domain is peace, the quiet life of the riverbanks, where the seasons turn in their time and the days pass with little care for the grand designs of men or elves. She has no part to play in the war against Sauron, no great deeds to her name, and yet do not mistake her for being powerless. For when the hobbits, wary and frightened, came to Tom Bombadil's house, they were welcomed by Goldberry, who greeted them with a kindness that was as natural as the wind upon the water. "Enter, good guests," she called to them. "Goldberry is waiting." Her voice alone, they said, was like a song that filled their hearts with joy. Here, in the wilderness, they found safety and rest, and it was Goldberry's presence that made the place so welcoming. She prepared their supper with her own hands, setting before them bread and honey, fruit and golden butter, and she spoke to them with warmth and grace. Her laughter filled the house, and the hobbits, who had been so filled with fear and worry, soon found themselves laughing with her. And yet, for all her beauty and kindness, there is a distance about Goldberry, a sense that she belongs to a world just out of reach. So much so that Frodo, the ring-bearer himself, noticed it when he met her. He saw that her eyes were deep, deep as the waters of the river where she came from, and in her gaze there was a wisdom and an age far beyond what her fair form might suggest. She is, after all, bound to the wild things of this world, to the waters that ever flow, and to the passing of time itself. Her smile, though gentle, is a reminder of forces far older than any of us, forces that will endure long after we are gone and passed into the West. Some say that Goldberry is a symbol of nature's untamed beauty, a reflection of the natural world before it was marred by the conflicts of men, elves and dwarves. In her presence, the hobbits felt at peace because she embodies a harmony that is rarely found in these dark days. A harmony between the earth and its creatures, between time and timelessness. It is said that no evil can enter her domain, for she and Tom Bombadil stand outside the circles of this world's troubles. But do not be mistaken. The world may rage around her, but Goldberry remains untouched and untroubled. She is not ignorant of the shadow that looms over Middle-earth, but neither does she fear it. Perhaps in her deep wisdom, she knows that all things pass, that the river will always flow no matter how dark the days may become. Perhaps she has seen the world turn before and knows that it will turn again, and she will still be there, laughing with the rain and singing with the streams. It is said in Bilbo's Red Book, when Frodo asked her what she was, she smiled and said, "I am Goldberry, daughter of the river." Simple perhaps, but in that simplicity is truth. She is what she is, and what she is cannot be fully explained by any of us here in Rivendell. She exists in a space where the ancient and the present meet, a being of beauty, grace, and mystery. To try to know her fully would be to try and capture the wind or the sunlight on the water. She is free, and she is wild, and yet she is as gentle as the summer rain. So, my friend, if ever you find yourself wandering near the old forest, and you hear the soft sound of laughter carried on the breeze, or catch a glimpse of golden hair among the reeds, know that you have come close to Goldberry's realm. There you may rest a while, and perhaps, if you are fortunate, she will greet you at the door with a smile, and you will know for a time that the peace and beauty of the River Daughter's world is yours to share. But do not linger too long, for the river, like time itself, never stays in one place, and neither should you. Now let us sit a while longer, for the night is still young, and there are many more stories to tell.